Good morning, traders, and welcome to the live trading webinar today with JTrader Joseph. We'll be looking at stocks, and welcome to the live trading. And JTrader, he'll be taking some live positions in here, looking for opportunities. And this is all a part of the education that we offer. We have the educational course. We have the live analysis webinars that are daily, and then we have this live trading with JTrader for stocks, and then Scott Pulcini for futures, which is tomorrow. So a very complete education that you're getting. We have Discord channel where we have many other streamers in there as well. Come check it out. There's a lot going on over there. This is just kind of the tip of the iceberg here. Anyway, welcome. Let's get started here. You guys know who JTrader is. He'll be on in just a little bit, so that gives us a little bit of time to go through some live analysis, which is good. It goes over that. We go over the general market, and then we'll take a look at stocks with JTrader. I'll put his links into the chat. He does offer mentorship, so that you guys can reach out to him if you like his style of trading. General disclosure, all Bookmap limited materials, information, and presentations are for educational purposes only and should not be considered specific investment advice nor recommendations. Live trading is in simulation, demo, paper trading mode, and strictly for educational purposes. Live trading executed in simulation cannot accurately represent realistic trading performance. The risk disclosure. Trading futures, equities, and digital currencies involves substantial risk of loss and is not suitable for all investors. An investor could potentially lose all or more than the initial investment. Risk capital is money that can be lost without jeopardizing one's financial security nor lifestyle. Only risk capital should be used for trading, and only those with sufficient risk capital should consider trading. Past performance is not necessarily indicative of future results. That said, let's jump in. Let's take a look here. S&P 500. Guys, right off the bat, I want to show you something in here. We covered it in yesterday's webinar, and let me show you where that is so that you get a feel for our education if you didn't see it yesterday. So on our YouTube page here, if you scroll down a little bit, well, we had our Pro Trader webinar series last week. The recordings are here. Excellent presentations, by the way. And then this is the live streaming right now. Okay, this one here, but these are the recordings. We had Tom B yesterday, and then this one here is the one I want to go over: the market structure and using Bookmap's Trader Map Pro. This is a new feature in Bookmap, and this is why I want to go over it. It is very powerful. We're going to look at high liquidity in here. We're going to be able to filter the instrument here in the heat map. So this is showing you right now the S&P E-mini, and it's showing you all of the liquidity, okay, from one lot on up to all sorts of sizes in the order size. This one here is the one of the filtered products here, or one of the filtered instruments. It's the S&P E-mini. However, we have filtered now the order book to only show high liquidity, 100, an order in the order book that has 100 lots or more. Okay, this we saw targets yesterday hit. It was beautiful. The more I play around with this, the more I like it. This Trader Map Pro, and you can see where there's high liquidity here in some of these areas, these 100 lots or more. Getting filled in some of these areas. So if we just zoom out a little bit, okay, look where this is the around 7:15, 7:20 a.m. and we trade into and through this high liquidity here. Okay, this was a pivotal area here for today. Okay, so here we trade through it. Now this is just a technical line I just put in, and now we trade back up above it. Where did we go? Okay, there's high liquidity here, these 100 lots, but they pulled it. Okay, where did it go? It went up to here, 39.55. You knew that well in advance. So this is a really insightful product. We can see just massive areas of liquidity if they got filled here, and yeah, it traded through it. Once it came back up above it, and we talk about these in our education all the time. If it gets back up above, this is going to be a massive stop run in here, and we can verify that back here, right here. Here's your massive stop run right here. So we know that's a stop run here, and we come back up above it and we find buying pressure and they're pulling liquidity in here. We're looking for it to go to high liquidity on the offer. It's exactly where it went. Okay, so what kind of insights do we have now? Well, they're pulling again in these little areas here. They're up here. They're up at 66 and 74. Okay, so if we find enough buyers, these are the longer term targets here, because this is where the sellers are. Right, it's as simple as that. Where are they on the bid? Let's just take a look. Well, they're down here at 3,900, the figure. Okay, typically there's high liquidity around those figures, big figures, in half figures, but not always. Right, in this case they're down here. And where are they at the 39.50 here? Well, they're not here at 39.50. They're up here at 66 and 74. So if in the order flow, we'll look at this here, it's looking pretty good already for at least coming back up to and testing the highs here, but the liquidity is higher. Right, so let's see, keep these in mind here as we go through the day. All right, so you can mark up these levels in here or get this TraderMap Pro. Now, to get this product, we just released it some weeks, just like 1 or maybe 2 weeks ago. Let me show you where you can get it. All right, so it's part of Global Plus right now, only right now though. So go to bookmap.com and then you can scroll down. You go to pricing here. This is the Global Plus version here. That's monthly. It's $99 a month, and you can get it yearly. You can get it lifetime as well. So it's included with the Global Plus right now. However, it is also included, and it will be in the future, not in Global Plus. It will be an add-on from the Bookmap marketplace. So let me explain. This is MBO data here that we're able to filter this heat map because of the MBO data, market by order data from the CME. With this data, we're also able to see stops and icebergs. Okay, back here on this chart, that's where we showed the stops here. We can also see the iceberg purchasing in here. Okay, the blue line, the red line are stops. Anyway, the point is this indicator here of the TraderMap Pro will be included in the MBO bundle. All right, so this is where you'll get it in the future from our Bookmap marketplace, marketplace.bookmap.com, MBO bundle plus TraderMap Pro. Okay, so before we just had MBO bundle. These were the indicators that you got here, these 3 indicators. It's the same price as it was before, 134. We just added more value to it. We added the TraderMap Pro here. Okay, so if that's what you like and you want to play around with this, I would recommend getting the add-on and playing around with it. It's just incredible to see this activity in here. All right, so look at this this player up here. It's amazing that they're up here at this 66 level. They add down here very quickly and pull it back up. Add down here very quickly and pull it back up. Okay, this is their behavior in here. So it looks like they're getting filled in here a little bit. They're starting to establish a position. Right, and you can see that behavior here with this TraderMap Pro. It's pretty stark, actually, kind of like a modern art piece or something. A little esoteric to kind of understand. It's just liquidity, and they're pulling it and adding it higher. Okay, the red line in here is the best offer. That's all it is. It's the best offer for 100 lots or greater. All right, so let's move on. And if there's any questions that you guys have on this, and YouTube, no, it doesn't look like there's any. Let me know, guys. But we saw some really good stuff the last couple of days, Monday and Tuesday, using this product. All right, this add-on. And it got a lot of insight. I mean, like if we get sellers that coming in, this is where we're going. Down here, 3,900. Right, so let's take a look at the current market activity here, and take a look. Here's our 3,900 down here. Here's our 66, and then our 74 area up here. All right, so that's see the filter. The filter is showing us very starkly that 100 lot or plus 100 is up in these areas here. Okay, so nice insights here. All right, so what's happening at the moment? Not much. Not much. It's right smack dab in the middle of all this price action. Here's our profile, and just kind of going back and forth. Okay, a bit of buying starting to come in, but some heavy selling in here. Move price lower. Maybe we can get a retest back to about this 45 area here. Let's see if they can pick it up. Here they come. A little bit more. Come on, let's get up here to about maybe 44. Yeah, just above that little swing here. Okay, one more little push here, guys. Let's see it. Let's see it from the bulls. There they go. There's our 45. All right. High liquidity here on the bid now, kind of giving a little bit of a push as well. And top of the range. Okay. So let's see if we get a pullback now to this 40 level here. Okay, not looking for much here, guys. I mean, we're just, there's not a whole lot going on. We're just looking for a top of the range test, and now look see if we can get maybe a pullback to this liquidity here after this move up. That's all. Let's see, how can we find out where levels have been massive buyers and sellers? Farzad, so yeah, the Trader Map Pro is showing that filtering. Is that what you're asking about? And where do you want to see where if they transacted or not is very simple. Do you see a big transaction dot around that area, like right here? Okay, there's no question they transacted, right? You can zoom in, you can see the details as well. Here's the transaction right into this 90 or 39.25 level, and then it traded through. Okay, same thing on just the heat map in general. Let's just zoom in here and I'll show you. All right, so here's liquidity down here at 40, right? Look, this is where they are with 105 contracts. Did they transact? They just transacted. Okay, that was a little pullback we were just looking for.
Good morning, Bruce.
Good morning, Joseph. Actually, it pulled back through it already. Anyway, this is what the transaction looks like. So this is liquidity that did transact. See the high liquidity here, and see the dot here. We also have an absorption indicator that can verify this as well. Okay, but here you've got it just visually right in front of you. All right, and let me see if just a moment, Joseph. Let me see if there's any pending questions here in Discord, and then we'll turn it right over to you. Okay, Bernard, hello traders. Okay, no, we're all set. And hold on a minute, Joseph, and let you take it away. All right, go for it.
All right, so welcome everybody. Great morning in small cap land and big caps. So we traded this morning Tesla, which was the main one. We're going to review the price action soon. Now Tesla is giving a fake breakdown, so I want to be on that. We had the fake breakdown of the pre-market support, so we're gonna check this 1 second. we had this pre-market support over here at 173 and 80. We had this breakdown, right away reclaim, and now pushing over here to the J lines, and then eventually the VWAP. What I did this morning, and we'll share then the chart in the Discord room bookmap as usual. We short over here to this top, actually shorted into the, let's see, 177.20. So I shorted, let's see the 1 minute chart. Shorted this 177.20, this point, and then all the way down to the J lines over here. So took this profit. Then over here, I had to reverse. You can see this is my setup, bouncing from the J lines. There was a huge accumulation also on bookmap, and that was simply perfect, and then went all the way up. So missed this second trade over here. So over here now we had a fake breakdown. You can see over here the fake break of the pre-market support at 173 and 85, and then right away reclaim. So right now, if you look at this, we have a range, and it's making a wedge pattern. So when I see a wedge pattern, I know it's gonna contract over here the volume. You can see the volume over here is getting lower, lower, lower. So at this point, I'm looking for or 175 and 20 fake out short, or ideally, I'm gonna look for another fake breakdown over here, 173 and 80, and then bounce back up, or below again 173 and 80, shorting pops. Okay, so I'm looking for these two kind of setups. So we're gonna check over here the price action on Tesla. Gonna make this bigger. The other stock that we traded this morning were MAT, SMMT. So I'm gonna review that after. We're actually looking for another trade, but I mean Tesla over here is really volatile this morning, so I think that will be perfect. All right, so that's the fake out. You can see popped over here, fake out all the way down. I'm keeping up here SMMT. So there's a high use liquidity in the 230. This stock is an SSR, is a day 2. 165,000 over here at 229. I believe they're gonna go for a fake breakout and then short. The levels I'm looking to trade over here are 235 and 250 on SMT short, as we have a highly manipulated stock on SSR plus high volume. Therefore, I'm looking for a fake out of the move. And right now we're having a type 1 manipulation play. So basically, when we have a bear trap at the gate, below VWAP, and then right away a reclaim. I can put down here SMMT. And we can see the levels that I'm watching. So what I did was taking my fibs from this point all the way down till here. We can drag it. Okay, at this point over here. Okay. So you can see traders over here. What I'm looking for is this 235, 236. We had yesterday a spike over here, rejection. We had over here a rejection. Looking over here for this rejection, 236. So that is going to be my level. Or the 250 zone, 250, 60 zone over here, because we have some liquidity. And I'm going to use over here Bookmap to see the timing. Over here we have Tesla, so still in that wedge. I believe we can bring this down. But yeah, very good morning. Amazon over here, peak short from one of my mentoring students. Meta over here, peak short. Nvidia stop and then short. Another mentoring student over here, Tesla short. Another mentoring student over here, trading SMMT. Backside over here. Trader in the room. Advanced trader buying over here the Jalen's for the push. And over here trying to buy the fake breakdown and right away the push. So we have a very volatile market, both small caps and big caps. Just like you have to wait for your opportunity. And now what I'm doing is stalking over here, just Tesla today. And for now, SMMT. We also have our med. And we also had MAT, but I'm watching right now only those. So Tesla, we have a main support 173 and 80. Previous low, pre-market low. And it's following pretty good yes over here. So yes, it's just in a dip to the Jalen's and VWAP. So yes, has been my guide this morning.
That's a huge wall of liquidity there on SMMT.
Exactly. Exactly. The main A plus, this was Tesla this morning. And just look over here, that liquidity we had, Bruce, at this point here. So zoom in. Okay, just at this level over here, you can see the liquidity moving up. So we have buyers over here settled at 175. Then they move up over here, 175 and 20. We're talking about, I don't know if you can see my arrow over here, this point, 934.
Yep.
This is one of my traders that I'm coaching, but you can see over here, beautiful long and just, this strong push over here for almost 4 points. So very good move over here. The same pattern, but on the opposite side, came just later. When you see over here this fail and this rejection, over here at around 947, you can see the fail and rejection. Now it's just like into the sideways action. So you can see the range, right? What happened in the range, I prefer to wait and looking to trade extremes.
Yeah, you guys nailed it.
Yeah, third green day for this week. What I'm looking is A plus setup. So if we're gonna have SMMT, we're gonna trade actually together. And if we have one of those, again, set up on Tesla, we've been having like 1, 2, 3 already. So this morning, in the last 15 minutes, we had this, and this. So that is where I'm actually waiting now Tesla to reshort, but I want to see a fake out. Or I'm waiting for a fake breakdown of this level and then relong it. Or I'm waiting again for a fake breakdown of this support and then short. So we have here 3 patterns. First one is just like a continuation, which is this. The second one will be over here, a fake breakdown. So reverse over here, ideally on a sweep, and then right away reclaim over here of bookmap. And the third one over here, we'll be having a trendline break and rejection. So continuation for the move like number one. That is what I'm looking over here, Tesla. So 3 setups, and I'm always trying to explain members how to trade it. So just following over here, sorry, Bruce, just following over here a precise trading strategy. So we're going to look also into the SMMT closer. So the 1 minute chart. So what we're having over here is a high manipulated stock. Yesterday I did, I think 4 hours commentary in this. We were shorting the 145, 150, then we stopped to trade at around 160. It turned into a big long scenario. So this, what we're trading today is a day two. As I said, I'm waiting for this level 236 or this level over here between 250 and 260, major fake. But there's something to be aware of this. It's an SSR with high volume. So you know, Bruce, that we made some lessons in the past talking about this. I mean, SSR is not something that, oh, wow, you have to watch out not to trade it. I mean, SSR with low volume, we see like selling pressure. That's a beautiful, we say, scenario to start getting engaged, you know, if you want to see that feel. The point over here is that we have an SSR with high volume. And therefore, you have to wait, you know, that volume has exhausted in order to short, or you simply follow the trend and you buy dips. So in the meantime, we had a bounce over here in ES. I'm gonna play A plus setup long.
So do you find yourself trading the if you're looking to go, you're bearish on it. I mean, but do you find yourself a lot of times like kind of counter trend trading it?
Well, in this case, we can say is starting the backside of the move. And so looking for a short for me is more like backside. Why I'm saying that? Well, we have our trend line break. So that is a good reason why. This yellow line that we dipped into over here is a 200 exponential moving average on a 5-minute chart. So that's a very good guy, sorry. And I'm just looking for right now to trade short if I have the right time. I'm not grabbing long. We had a long setup at 220, but I didn't grab it, so I'm just waiting for the short. Over here, Tesla Traders is breaking down again that pre-market low. And right away reclaiming over here at the level. Just being patient. I'm respecting my levels over here. That end over here on the long on the fake breakdown. No, not yet. Just talking over here, the price action. I'm also watching Amazon over here, and it's forming another wedge play. We just need to wait, Bruce, for now. The plays.
Yeah, that SMMT is just a crawling stock at the moment.
Yep, exactly. So what I'm looking is this. Okay, so let's look, traders, if we can have that rejection. We had the first one over here at 174 at 1025, which was exactly this point over here on Tesla, right? So, and now I'm waiting for if we can get the rejection of this one and short a second time. Want to see a huge offer over here and then taking the trade. And I'm not really looking to trade SMMT until that 235 major fake out short. So a lot of patience for me. A lot of patience here.
Tibor is asking about if we break that SMMT level of liquidity there, how would you view that, as bullish or bearish?
Sorry, Bruce, can you repeat the question, please?
Yeah, and the SMMT wall of liquidity there, if it breaks it, how would you view that? Is the question.
I want to actually short it over here. I would actually wait that we have that 235 area. In ISSR, when I see a stock like this, I'm not really looking for a trade out of my rules, and I'm waiting for that more fake out to short. So over here, simply I'm waiting my 235 area, or I simply won't touch it. So being very, very precise on this, just waiting. So those are my levels over here on SMMT. Especially I'm looking at that 78% here. We had over here this morning fail. You can see we went this 190, which was also the pre-market low. At this 190 on Bookmap over here, we started to see some liquidity down here, 192, 190, a double bottom. But more is the fact that the volume was high over here, Bruce. The volume was pretty high. We were talking about the stock that yesterday trapped a lot of shorts. And every single time I here was going below VWAP, we have like a liquid absorb. And I was saying to my members, don't short here, don't short weakness. I have a position personally from here through 30 to 27 through 30. This is where I short pre-market. So I'm risking now that 235, but I already take partial over here at 196. So what I'm looking over here to re-add this 235, I have my fake out. Otherwise, use this money that I made over here pre-market to cover a possible loss.
Yeah, the SSR really makes it a lot trickier.
Mm-hmm. Exactly.
Unless you're bullish.
Exactly. This is MMAT. I go trade over here from Frankish. So shorting this fib area over here and resistance. Well done. Well played. So these are the tools that I'm watching right now. I think we can stay on this.
So Joseph, do you? I mean, when are you taking the majority of your trades? At what time? New York time.
Uh, between 9:30 and 10:30. Because there's the highest liquidity, highest volatility in the market. This doesn't mean during the day I don't have setups. Like yesterday, we had all day long setups. But that's generally where the majority of my trading comes. Okay, even because personally, after I'm busy mentoring traders, the setups that I teach are also for midday or afternoon. But I'm mentoring traders one, two a day or three a day, and I'm then having trading session with them. It's hard for me to focus to trade. If then I'm interrupted so many times, I have to explain everything. So I limit myself to trade 1 hour a day. I reach my goal. That's set by 10:30, generally 11 maximum by average. I'm done, and then I can follow traders one on one.
Yeah, I see. What about swing trading, options trading, like longer term?
No, right now, Bruce, I don't think it's a very good market for swing trading. When it's time to swing, when we have like some good bullish market, then yeah, I will take some swing. But that's more for my friend Smash the Bid is a beast in swing trading, trading options. I prefer more like day trading these products. So what I'm looking over here is just like Tesla started to unwind. Over here we have the previous day low at 175. It's unwinding below. This is a big bearish pattern, Bruce. I think we can go down a lot today if yes will continue. And why I'm telling you this? Because every single time that Tesla, if yes, of course, will continue to unwind, Tesla has a breakdown below the previous day low, and we have this pattern. It tends to unwind for many, many points. So there's a high chance, okay, Tesla, high chance will unwind even all day, okay, until stays below 174. I back tested this with software, okay, so back tested this with all the data. That's the reason why I'm explaining that.
Yeah, makes sense.
So over here again, Tesla trying over here a dip, the previous low, 172 and 70 and bouncing. I will do like this right now. So I will put this bigger so we can. All right, this is how I like to use it. Like this. So downtrend this morning, soaking pretty good every single high liquidity area, one, two, possibly the third one, but it's still unwinding. You can see over here SMT, just simply holding the J lines this morning. So one, two, the fact that we have these spikes and unwinds over here means we have a big seller. Of course, we saw that high liquidity at 230. There's no point over here for me to trade, sorry, SMMT. 235 or 250 slash 260. That's it. So I want to check over here hourly chart. I'm going to make our analysis. So let's put our fibs from this point to this low. Yeah, we have right at this point. Right at this point, Bruce, a 23% fib. So that could be the last support. But if we break it and hold below that 174, target could be harsh over here, 168. So let's see over here. This is pretty good unwind for now. This morning, straight into this pivot area and POC of the last days, high point of control 180, 179, and 50, which was this point up here, and then started to fail.
Yeah, that 172 looks really good.
Yep. I'm watching over here. ES is a guide, it's a little bit sideways. There's a possibility over here of Tesla stuffing again and unwinding, so we'll see. So now it's trying to curl. Look at this point, Bruce, over here. I grab a scalp long exactly this point with this target. We'll share in the Discord room of Bookmap. The reason why I say that, I'm starting to see over here a curl pattern, high liquidity. So I'm gonna share this into the Bookmap Discord room. So right now, what I'm looking for is this 174, 175. And it's only a scalp. The trend idea is still looking for a major short today.
Yeah, I really wish that the stock exchanges would offer market by order data or order by order data, so we could see stop runs. I mean, it'd be fantastic. You know, you're looking for a little squeeze here, just to the top of the range, basically. Like you said,
Exactly.
this is just a scalp.
Exactly. So I'm waiting for this 174 and 30, ideally to take the majority of the profit. The reason why we have some liquidity, I have this. Now my risk is in the money. So the worst, I will be out with a profit. still finds liquidity over here. You can see, Bruce, how they're trying to buy over here. They're really buying the ask. Strong price action. Next target gonna be 174.20, which is almost there. Yep. Now there's a major liquidity area over here, but yes, it's still pushing. So if we break this level, we can get 175. How's the trend? The trend is still down. We are fighting with that pre-market low, Bruce.
Yeah, beautiful catch there, Joseph.
The point over here, Bruce, look how much they soaked.
Yeah.
Now they're rejecting. So that, if we weren't long, that was our short pattern exactly on this field over here. 174.20. Yep. You see how they soaked? And right away they gave the lower high over here with the wash. So easy read over here. And now they're putting more liquidity above. Let's see if they can reject this liquidity or they're gonna push more up. Yeah, still pushing. 174.30. Good liquidity over here, Bruce. Some very good buying pressure. There's no point over here of selling everything. We're gonna trail 174. So we're gonna trail this 174 because the whole dollar area. We have over here the highest liquidity in this range of $1. More liquidity at 174.60. So next target is 175. So what we're doing right now is just like raising over here, the trailing. So we went from the long here, this area. This was the risk right away when we were. This is part of the risk management. 1 hour in, moving the stop in the money. Selling over here is the first target. Having limits over here, orders out for the second target. The point over here is that we're riding with the 90 MA all the way up. This is a bounce play. My point today is we're still on a bearish side, okay? Still on the bearish side over here. One of the members gave me a good tip. Said, Jay, this is also fib area. It's true. Looking at the hourly chart, this is the main fib area. So you can see why the zone over here held. and it's a good level. You can see the levels, Bruce, today were POC. So thanks to Mary. POC, pivot point over here stuff, and this fib area. It's, every day is doing the same thing. Yesterday made a bounce from a pivot. Day before was a very good rejection of POC. And every single time what I do, I look confirmation with Bookmap. Okay. So it's like adding conviction to my trading so that I can put the size. You cannot trade if you don't have conviction. Correct, Bruce?
Yeah, exactly. I mean,
I mean,
that's
that's my point. I could never, like, oh, I try or I pray. No, I have to be sure this will work. And now I shared that my trading in the Discord room of Bookmap stocks. We're still partial in, but this simple trade that started with a scalp at 173 and 37, I think we got, is now at 2 points per share up at 177, 175 and 50. What I'm looking for over here, I'm looking targets, generally previous resistances. So I'm looking ideally for this 176. That's a very good 50% fib retracement. At the same time, I'm looking S, which is having high of day, breakout. I'm looking at DBGI, ideally for a $5 short. I'm looking at SMMT for that 235 short. And I still then add from, my pre-market trade. So 38% fib, okay? 38% fib, but it's not only that. We're having the liquidity over here stacked above, huge amount, right? And then we have 1, 2, 3. This is a very high supply area, Bruce. What do you think, buddy? Dips over here this morning. Rejection all day long. Look this is a big area, very big area. We're talking about this 175 and 50, 175 and 70. So we can just share this. Report over here in the Discord room of stocks. So at this point, if we don't break this 175 and 16, we're going to trail over here 175, 174, sorry, and 40, 174 and 50. So I'm raising over here my trailing. Let's zoom in a little bit. We're dipping just into that level. You can see over here below this green area. So below 174 and 50 for me is a trail.
so Joseph. Maybe I know you kind of covered it, but maybe just go through bullet points on how you managed this trade. It was counter trend to what you're looking for,
Of
and
course.
you didn't know it was going to come all the way up here.
No, I didn't know.
But you managed it.
Yeah,
Yeah, I think that would be really helpful to
of
understand.
course. 3 points. The first one, my thesis over here that I said before, I'm short bias on this for today. Reason why, because by stats, and I'm going to repeat it, by stats, not that me and Bruce last night, saw like 5-6 chart and said, you know what, this is going to be a failure. No, by stats means I back tested with a software one whole year, actually not 1 year, sorry, 11 months from January, and certain big caps with certain parameters. At a certain time, when they break below the previous day low, they tend to close they tend to close red on the day, so below that previous day low, 67% of the time. Now, Tesla is above 70%, okay, with certain parameters on the day. Now, I cannot explain all the parameters because basically this bit testing is very, very long. But I can tell you that today is a day that Tesla gave me 70% of the time, 71 or something like that, 71.8 or I think, that tells me is possible it's going to close right on the day. Right on the day means below the open level. All right. Now, that was my thesis. This morning we had a couple over here of patterns, 1, 2, 3. Right. So you can say, Jay, why didn't you short this? I basically was based on something else. But these are 3 good setup to short. I alerted this one over here. Actually, sorry, I alerted this one over here. And this I missed. I was already with you guys over here. We're just setting up, so I missed it. This is a perfect general rejection that I love to trade. And then we start to have this unwind. Now, we always say that you trade together with a team. That's the most important thing. So a trader in my room, she's a very good trader. She told me, Jay, also check the fib. I know that she was referring to the higher time frame fib. And I was looking over here now, this 23%. But my plan was to short, okay? My plan was to look for a short. Then this 23% fib over here is reliable. Yes, because it also has, you can see traded over here, some chop into it, okay? So there's a bounce into it. And if we extend over here our level from this low, we're gonna touch the low of today. Is this a high volume profile area? No. The POC over here is around 169. The high volume node is around 169, 168. So it's just like a fib area. And then we had this level over here bouncing. I started to see this curl over here in the 90 MA. So really the shift between on this trend line break over here. So let's make it better. So this trend line break over here. I saw this breakdown and bounce. Okay, this is a breakdown and bounce. We can, I think, write it up over here, right? So this is a bounce. And I mean, I traded a stock, and we made an example. So if you part of Bookmap, Discord room or Smoke Up Preview, you can see it. But this bounce over here is essentially, you can buy even calls, all right? There's no point for me to buy only options or buy call. You can buy one or the other or both. The same thing over here. You still buy 175 option call, OTM this morning weekly, and you're good, and you make a good profit. All of this is the price action that then I need to be confirmed by the order flow. If, of course, over here I see above the 173 and 40, huge amount of sellers. No confirmation over here of the bar stepping in. I'm not going to take this, right? And we're going to mark this back again over here. So this level, right? This level here, price was starting to bounce from the fib, the 23%, so good area. Then we move only over here to Bookmap. What I like, this is one of the patterns that I really like, is this cup. Okay, cup. Rounded bottom, as you prefer, curl, right? This is a cup. And a lot of traders tell me, Jay, but over here they're selling. Yes, they're selling, but it's not unwinding. They're selling and they're being absorbed. And right away, we have a reclaim of a previous level and then another level. So it's forming higher lows. And on the break over here, 173 and 40, which is this level over here, we start to see a massive amount of buying pressure. And you can see how you can see this. Why I say massive amount of buying pressure. Well, in about 1 minute, it goes up 50 cents. And then another 1 minute goes up another 50 cents. And now for us, it's just to trail with this, what we said, 173 and 40, right? Yeah, 174 and 40. So if we break this 174 and 40, which is exactly this level here, that's going to be my trail. 174 and 40. Okay. What I see also over there, I mean, this big, huge heat map over here, soaking, being my guide, right? Below that, I'm gonna trail. And was this a huge size? No, it was an example. Pizza money. I'm not here to, to tell you, oh, this is a millionaire trader or whatever. Whatever. No, I put size when I'm trading the first hour only, and not on scalps. But this is a good scalp that you can trade when you have a low risk. You can put even size. That depends from you. I'm here to explain the process and teach another flow. All the trades that we take in the room are live. I explain, I teach, and I have a precise day trading strategy. And this is based on price action analysis, a plan, chart patterns, and order flow. That's it. Of course, we have to put, discipline, risk management, and so on, but that's it. Okay. So, by the way, there are some traders over here writing me about if they should short or touch SMMT. I'm saying personally what I'm doing, so read a disclaimer. And no, I'm not touching yet SMMT. It's still high volume. It's a high manipulated stock. I'm waiting for my level and being patient. So I'm not attacking SMMT yet. That's the point. Only 235 if I see a fake layout J Slim, so a breakout that it doesn't work, boom, I'm gonna get out. I'm gonna, jump in short, adding to the position. Now, getting back to this price section over here on Tesla, you can see that they're soaking again at 175 and 50. So I added over here a small position at 174 and 60 on the bid. So added long 174.60 on the bid. Why? Because it was a fake washout. And now what I'm using trail for everything 174 and 40. So my entire trail over here will be 174 and 40. I'm looking at Tesla, I'm looking at Meta, Amazon, ES, Apple, Nvidia, MAT, SMMT, YM, and Q. What I'm trading right now is only Tesla and SMT. I'm waiting. I'm following one position at a time. Now I see that this is still pushing over here. So a partial, we can sell into this 174.90. And now if we break this, we're going to look for the next target that is essentially 176. Okay. So we add over here to the long position into this area over here. And we're looking for a more move up. Okay. The main point over here is that I can get scared because there are so many heat maps, but I'm looking at the price action over here. You can see, so our entry over here was perfect. Selling a little bit more to this 175 and 50. And now we're just simply holding the trade. Okay. This is the moment that we want to see now. Okay, are we going to hold the fib 175 and 16, so 38%, and push to the 176, which is my main target? Or we're going back to my previous stages, which is short and looking for that unwind. All right, guys? Sorry, traders. Saying that because a lot of beautiful and smart traders, female in the room, women in the room.
And don't make sure you include your mother and your wife.
I knew I was waiting, Bruce. She's over here. She's talking something else today. She's just trading on YM. So I just leave her in peace over there where I think. Bad bull trap over here, Bruce. Very bad bull trap. And below the 70, I'm out. bad bull trap over here. The point is, I was waiting for a big breakout over here. The volume was there, big amount of selling pressure jumped in. I sold out of the entire position over here. And I'm going to explain why. Maybe go is going to go, cannot be always wrong, right. But I was waiting over here for a nice breakout and a push to this area. Unfortunately, what we had over here, we had this breakout, liquidity over here was stacked, and got out entirely over here at 70. Now it's dipping into the day lens. What we're going to do, fake breakdown, I'm longing. Otherwise, we're going to look for a short, which is my main thesis, okay? So let's stay with that plan. $174 traders. Personally, I'm gonna tell you what I'm doing. If I see a 45 right away reclaim, I'm long. So you know before that I'm going to do that. What I'm going to do, jump in long over here in the bid. Got a fill over here at 57. So 57, I longed again Tesla. Now it's 73. I'm risking what? I'm risking the 45, so the previous low. I'm entering on this fake breakdown over here, and I don't suggest to trade this. This is me personally taking the trade. Selling a partial over here, 78 got filled. Now risking break even. So sharing again my trades over here in the Discord room of Bookmap. To see this, you only have to be part of Bookmap. And I'm looking over here, traders, for a push now again to this previous high, 175 and 55, 176, or getting out at 57. Filled out. Possible is gonna unwind. If it unwinds, we're gonna wait for this exactly. Look, this. Okay. Why it's unwinding as well? Well, ES had a pullback. So high chances over here will dump. High chances, okay? This 174 and 50 is trying to hold over here, but you can see the manipulation that we're having on Tesla, Bruce. It's not going anywhere. It's sideways, all right? So it's very, I would say, for advanced traders. Bull trap over here. Bear trap over here. What is a bull trap? Longs are getting caught buying the breakout here. Shorts are getting caught over here on shorting breakdown. Instead, what they're doing, they're trapped. So you see over here, boom. Let's see if we can break down and reject. Patience is the main virtue in trading. No bear, you have to update me of these, please.
Oh, yeah.
So I wanted to trade with you guys a little bit of small caps, being that we have so many small caps these days in the room. But actually, this price section over here is very interesting in Tesla. So we're looking over here a little bit more on Tesla. So we have SMMT over here being sideways, still in this range, 235 and 190. And as I said before, until I am in this range, Over here, we can put our rectangle over here, here, and another one over here. Until I'm in this range, I don't want to trade over here, SMMT. And Tesla instead, we're waiting for a rejection. So we're going to see if we have the Jalen rejection over here. Yeah, it's unwinding pretty good. I missed the short on Tesla. I'm not in. So it's unwinding pretty good over here from our level. We're saying 174 and 40, missed it. This point I'm waiting. Yes is also pulling back. And they found some support 174. Right, watching over here Tesla for a possible short. Not short yet. Io so, tu dici siamo in quella zona lì. There's buying and selling over here. Still not a clear rejection. Grabbed over here just in this moment, 174 short. Not a big position, a starter. So I grabbed over here 174, a small position, short on Tesla. Why small position? Time of the day, and I want to give back profits. So I'm simply not putting a lot of size over here at all. You see over here, with my risk 174 and 40. At that point, I will look over here for a possible bigger move. DBGI, possible long coming over here. So DBGI on the verge to push to 5. So a long pattern coming in over here at 475. Looking at the BGI right now. We can put it 1 second over here, DBGI, DBGI. So DBGI, if it breaks this 480, possible push to 5. So I'm looking over here. I took a starter, 174. I'm looking over here for the starter risk, 174 and 40. But if we have over here a rejection, then I will add a little bit more, so bringing my average better. Otherwise, being disciplined and taking my stop at 174 and 40. Took my stop at 174 and 40 for a starter. So basically I made before 8R on this long. Over here I lost now 1R. A little bit of sideways action. So yeah, pretty trappy scenario right now, Bruce, on Tesla. So we're looking for another short. Grab now short 174 and 12, and I have limits at 174 and 25. Same size before, so small, 174 and 12. Limits to add 174 and 25, 27. But again, another small position, time of the day. And I'm looking for this breakdown over here. We can see this trend line, this point. Now I'm moving my stop to break even, okay? And it's not, any kind of big position or anything else. So what I'm looking is this previous support 173 and 50. We're getting there. So now risk break even. We're up 40 cents. So basically the stop of before. 45 cents. 50 cents. 55 cents. 60 cents trimming over here, my partial. So got back the stop on before and more. Now I'm holding over here the position. And the next target is going to be 172 and 60 or nothing. Okay. So 172 and 60 or nada. So the main point right now is to ride the trend. If the trend over here is unwinding and I start seeing visually, okay, there's much more to say, but I start seeing lower highs, purple dots over here, and a straight push down without too many spikes, without too many upticks, then we're gonna ride this until this 172 and 50. So if you're here, traders, part of Bookmap, you can see the trade that we share right now in stocks or in small cap room. Second leg down over here after the trend line break. So what we made this morning was looking for first a scalp long over here. Then we re-add over here a long. We took a long over here and I'll break even. I short over here on this one. I got stopped and started at 40 cents. Reshort over here again, starter because I had limits order over here already. I didn't get filled, and we're holding for this point over here. I'm still short 227 average on SMNT from the pre-market. No ads for me after the gate. Tesla over here up $1 per share. And we're just simply holding over here for this level, at least 172.80. So not taking any more profits. Position is small, just like, to explain over here things. And you can see over here unwinding pretty good. Getting to that second fib level, 173.20 unwinding. Some big support heat map. I'm not really concerned about that.
Yeah, great stuff, Joseph.
Thank you, Bruce. We need to wait for a bounce for me to get scared and get out of the position. For now, even if I see a heat map, probably they're gonna soak, bounce maybe 30, 40 cents, and then down. So I have to decide where's my trail. My trail is 173 and 70. Why? For this previous low. So trailing stop, okay, for who is looking where I will trail. This is the trailing. There's another target. I would like to see that. As I said, by stats, I'm gonna reiterate this. By stats, we're gonna go down today and close red on the day. 71% with these stats on, how you say, since the starting of the year. Big wash over here and buy and bought over here. So I'm taking a little bit more profit, 173 and 20, 173 and 15. Why, traders? Because that washout over here is what has scared me. Okay, somebody over here simply buying big. Makes sense? What happened over here? Sweep. So everybody would think over here that stop loss are triggered. So this will unwind. But somebody over here bought actually. It was a fast bounce back up. This is a washout long. I'm still holding position, but of course I covered partial over here at 17.18 into this push. And now I'm going to trail everything 173 and 32 or looking for 172 and 50 next target. Okay.
Yeah, makes sense. Finally traded to that 172 area.
Yep. I'm also looking over here at the BGI for 5. And I'm also still looking at SMMT. Bruce, we have the last few minutes. Any questions around?
I think I've answered them all in, no, we're all good.
Okay, so let's review the last few minutes over here. What to look for in these sessions. So what me and Bruce and Bookmap trying to do is help you to understand price action or the flow. And then, of course, you have to study, back test these strategies, practice them. What we had today was, I would say, a very good market, high volatility. But if you look at over here, Tesla, in the last few hours, it is basically sideways, right? So we had a morning push. This morning, as I said, I short over here, covered this dip, then I missed this long. We had by system over here 3 short setups at this average 175 and 30. We long on this dip over here 173 for a scalp. We sold the, let's say, partial the position in this previous resistance over here 175. We reshort over here first with a stop and then with a very good win for this fail. and now it's pacing into the support. But you can see, traders, that we are really sideways over here. So I'm really looking for a breakdown this level and a rejection ideally and unwind. A lot of this is also given to ES. If ES will particularly unwind over here below 39.15, 39.10 today, we have possibility of Tesla really unwinding big. Otherwise, if ES will be sideways, so red to green, red to red, like it's doing right now, this is going to chop out in the 174 average area. Right? So this is for today. Do you want to add anything else, Bruce?
No, sir. I inputted or pasted into the chat JTrader's contact information if you're interested in reaching out to him. He does offer mentorship and education. Please, guys, hit the subscribe button and the like button there to our YouTube channel there. This is what allows us to continue on with this kind of education. No, other than that, Joseph, no, thank you very much, and enjoy the rest of the week, and we'll see you next month, next Wednesday.
All right. Thank you, Bruce. Thank you, Bookmap. Take care, traders. See you next time. Bye-bye.